Hello Planning Masters and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about visual note taking. Now I've been taking quite a few courses lately, and by creating visual notes for each one of them, it really helps me to store information better, to remember it better, and to understand it better. So I thought I would share with you how you can create visual notes in your journal. I have a huge blog post where I explain everything, and I will link it in the description with all my best tips and all. But also today I want to share with you the process of me creating a spread with visual notes for one of the courses I recently took. And in case you're new here, my name is Masha and I'm creating videos on bullet journaling, doodling, creativity, all the good stuff. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you always know when I release a new video. Let's get planning! So sketchnotes are really the best way for you to work with information because our brain is created so that we just understand visual information much better. So by adding this kind of visual element to your notes, you basically guarantee that you will be able to understand it much easier. So today we will be talking about several main principles of sketchnotes and how you can create your own. First one is text. Now, text is still a very important part of note-taking, even in sketchnotes. But the difference here versus usual note-taking is that you don't just mindlessly write everything you hear. Instead, you try to congest everything into one main idea, and the main principle is less is more. So that way, you're not just writing, you actually try to rework information as it comes so that you would be able to write down only the most important, only the highlights. Another thing you do with the text is that you can change it so you have some areas that are more important, and then for that you would use a different font, a thicker font, or any other way you want to work with the text. Next basis of sketchnotes is images. So it's different doodles, drawings, it's different extra elements such as banners and stuff like that. These help you to add the visual element to your notes and basically make it more clear. Always remember that the image is worth 1,000 words. And the same is absolutely true in sketchnotes. And if you can represent idea with a simple doodle, just do that instead of writing paragraphs and paragraphs of text. It will save you space, and most importantly, it will be easier for you to understand this information later. Another basis is a color. So color is kind of an instrument for you to make some things pop. Now, I really like to use color on my notes, as you can see now. So I'm using my color to create different doodles, to draw banners, to highlight things. But color is actually not a must-have. If you feel like you want to have black and white notes, that's totally fine. Personally, I find that it's much clearer and kind of more visual for me to use a lot of color, but you can do black and white, or you can maybe use just one color for all your doodles. The final elephant of visual note taking is a structure. Your notes will make no sense unless you structure them, meaning that your similar ideas must be put together. There must be a certain flow to your notes. So for example, here I would go from left to right, from top to bottom. But there are tons of other ways you can do it. You can check a blog post where I went into visual note-taking, sketchnoting into a bit more details, and I have a lot of examples there. So I will leave the link in the description. You can basically check there. But the thing is that all your ideas must be structured and put together, so it's not just a mass of text and doodles, but there is a certain order to it. Now, I wanted to highlight again one very important principle, that is, less is more. It's very important that you condense your information and it occupies no more than 2 pages, just like here. I started these notes and they were 6 pages long, but now I condensed them to just 2. The idea is that you write this one most important thing, and when you reread it, it will be a clue for your brain and you will remember all those extra details and examples, but they do not need to be on your notes.
Some kind of